It's meme time, it's meme time. Gather all your friends, it's meme time. It's meme time, it's meme time. The only cure for sadness.
So our story begins with Vegeta on the ground watching a fast-moving warrior moving at instantaneous speed, practicing his training. We soon find out that this is none other than Goku in his mastered Ultra Instinct form, saying as he moves around, "How's this for speed, Vegeta? Still think your Ultra Ego could match this?" While Vegeta watches down from below, responding, "This is what you call fast? I'm in base, and I can still see your movements. Stop playing around. Beerus is watching, you know." Referring to the God of Destruction, who is indeed laying down slothfully nearby with a smile, thinking in his head, this Saiyan really has come a long way. These movements are near perfect in his Ultra Instinct. He reminds me of a younger Whis. Vegeta, meanwhile still watching with his arms folded, grows visibly impatient and looks over at Beerus and says, "What's with the smile? Don't tell me you're actually impressed with this clown. Even Yamcha could use super speed. He's hogging the limelight as usual. Once he's down, I'll show you real speed." But realizing Beerus is still ignoring him, Vegeta becomes annoyed. "You're supposed to be my master, you goddamn cat! Yet you haven't taught me a thing since I reached this new form. Some teacher you are, Beerus. I bet the only reason you've stopped is so I don't surpass you." He then looks to the sky at Goku and yells, "Hey Kakarot, time's up. Come down and let me show you the results of my training. If you can even call it that." "Why you?" Meanwhile, a Beerus who finally snaps from Vegeta's comments, then responds, "So, you think I've been slacking with my training, do you? And for the reason of having you somehow surpass me? Ha! Don't make me laugh, Vegeta. You're no more of a threat to me than your own father was." Beerus, now finally getting up from his lazily state, then gets to his feet and with a sinister smirk says, "Fine. I was starting to get pins and needles from laying down so much anyway. I could use a warm-up. Forget this pointless training exercise. The real training starts now. Courtesy of your friendly neighborhood God of Destruction. Bring that other Saiyan down. It's time I reassert just how much of a difference there still is between us." Vegeta, now with a slight sweat drop down his face from the intimidating request, then immediately calls down Goku saying, "Kakarot, come down. Plans have changed. Beerus wants to personally train us, and for some reason, that includes you too." Huh? Beerus wants to train us? Would that be considering cheating on Whis? This is pretty odd. He's never offered that before. Wasn't he sleeping? He looks down from above and then notices that Beerus has indeed woken up and to his feet, and says, "Oh wow, Vegeta wasn't kidding. I haven't seen Beerus this fired up since we fought on Earth." But after thinking that, another thought instantly comes to Goku's mind. "Hey, wait a second. Maybe he wants a rematch. I almost had him before. Maybe I could beat him now with Ultra Instinct. Haha!" And as he says this, Goku then swiftly flies back down towards Vegeta. With an enthusiastic look on his face, Goku then looks on at Beerus and questions further, "So, what did you want to do, Beerus? Training wouldn't make much sense now that me and Vegeta have gone down different paths. Unless, you know Ultra Instinct too. My guess is you want to fight one of us. If that's the case, I'm going first." To which Vegeta then butts in, "In your dreams, Kakarot. Number 1, you already had your shot at him and failed. And number 2, I've just spent the last half hour standing around watching you fly about like a headless chicken. It's my turn this time. Come, Beerus! But Beerus, slightly angered by their presumptuous arrogance, then just responds, "Ha! You two Saiyans really have gotten too big for your boots. Neither one of you could even hold a candle next to me as you are. I'm not interested in fighting either of you. But who I am interested in is fighting that Saiyan who defeated the one called Broly. Whis tells me his power could actually pose me a challenge, and I'm told he's a fusion of you two fools. So go ahead and do your silly dance. I'm waiting." No! Whoa! Awesome idea! As the two become shocked in different ways, reacting totally different, with Vegeta continuing, You can't be serious! Why not just fight us both at the same time? I'm not joining with that clown again! I promised myself! While Goku continues, Damn, Beerus, you must be insanely strong if you think you can handle Gogeta. This'll be awesome. Imagine Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct combined! To which Beerus then smiles and replies, Yes, imagine that. I should say this offer for training has a time limit. You have 5 minutes to turn into this Gogeta before I go back to sleep. Hurry now, time is ticking. Making Goku hastily call out to the angry Vegeta saying, Alright, you heard him, Vegeta. Let's start the dance. I can be on the left and you can be on the right. Which is instantly shut down by Vegeta, who responds, Forget it, Kakarot! I'm a man of my word. There's no way in hell I'm joining with you for something like this. To save the world, sure, but for training? I prefer training by myself anyway. But Goku, now pleading with a beaming smile, says, Please, Vegeta, just one more time. I promise next time we fight a bad guy, we won't even need to fuse, now that you have your Ultra Ego. One last time. You say that every time, you clown! Fine. I'll do this only so I can see that damn Beerus beaten. And with that, Vegeta then closes his eyes and slowly then transforms into his Ultra Ego state, now covered in a mysterious dark flame, while Goku with a smile remarks, That's the way. Thanks, Vegeta. I owe you one. While Beerus says, Interesting. So they finally come to an agreement. And following this, Goku and Vegeta immediately begin the famous fusion dance of the Metamorans, yelling in unison, Fusion! Ha! Perfectly placing the tips of their fingers together, as Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku then become enveloped in a bright light. And just like that, Ultra Gogeta is born, now with white hair surrounded by purple, and a mysterious purple aura covered in floating white orbs, as the newly produced Saiyan lets out, Let's get this started then, Beerus. I haven't got long. Wasting no time, Gogeta then ducks down into fighting stance, continuing, You can't imagine just how long I've been waiting for this day, Beerus. We never fused when you first came to Earth, and things might have turned out completely different if we did. But now, we'll put that idea to rest. Prepare yourself for the strongest Saiyan in the universe, Gogeta! While Beerus just looks on completely unbothered with a cold gaze as he replies, Turned out different? Quit blabbering your nonsense and fight me. Did you not just say you haven't got much time? Do not disappoint me, mortal. Oh, I won't! and in an instant, with speed never before seen, Gogeta is immediately there, kicking a Beerus who could just about react, wincing in pain even as he blocks. As he gets pushed back and recovers himself, Gogeta is still right in his face with a smile, goading him on, saying, "Don't tell me that little kick hurt you, Lord Beerus. Would be a bit embarrassing for your two students to show you up like that, don't you think?" Which immediately triggers an angry Beerus as he begins, "You two have definitely forgot who you're talking to. I guess it's time you two brats learn the meaning of being her kind. Come here and..." But before he can even finish what he wanted to say, the insane speed of Ultra Ego Instinct Gogeta comes through again, as a straight right hook is thrown and landed right on the god's face. With yet again Gogeta provoking Beerus with a smile, saying, "So, you told me to come here. I'm here. Now what did you want to say, little kitty cat? You disappoint me with how easy this is. Don't think you'll be training me anytime soon. More the other way. This insolence, you two will pay. Who do you think you're talking to?" With a sudden increase in speed, Beerus in retaliation immediately grabs onto the wrist of Gogeta, saying, "You got too cocky, Saiyan. Landing a few weak hits on me doesn't win you a fight against a deity. Now, your end has come. It's time you found out why they call me the strongest god of destruction in history." Beerus, what's happening? This pressure is overwhelming. As Gogeta looks on stunned at a visibly powering up Beerus, who seemingly is getting stronger only through sheer anger. With speed and with fear for his life, Gogeta immediately flies back after Beerus lets go, trembling in fear as he mutters, "No way! Since when did Beerus have this much power? Was he always holding back? So, this is the strength of a true god of destruction." And standing there, now covered in purple-black lightning, in what we can only assume is Beerus' full power, Beerus smirks and proclaims, "Now, let the real fight begin. Show me what the combined power of the Saiyans trained by both gods and angels is all about. Be honored to be only the second since Kitela to see this fall." And with that being said, Gogeta gets serious, getting into stance without a smile this time as he thinks to himself, "Beerus, just when will we be able to surpass you? I have to finish this, and finish this now. One final attack. Let's go!" And immediately Ultra Gogeta then sets off at full power, powering in his hand a vicious fist of ki, while on the opposite end, a still smiling Beerus powers to a massive ball of her Kai energy within his fist also, ready to equal Ultra Gogeta and then some, as he says one final time, "Yes, finally, the challenge I've been waiting for all these years. Finally, my time has come." And just like that, as the two rush towards each other at full speed without a care for the environment, the incredible powers clash fist first. The ensuing aftermath, of course, creates an enormous explosion, one so large it can be seen from the planet's orbit. But instantly, just as the collision takes place, the power unleashed by Ultra Gogeta proves too much, and Goku and Vegeta immediately defuse. Huh? What the? Leaving Beerus confused in the process. Goku and Vegeta, meanwhile, are left awkwardly looking on as Goku mumbles, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the stronger we are and the more power we use, the less time we have as Gogeta. Guess we'll have to try that one again, Lord Beerus. Sorry." While Vegeta just adds, "I'm not doing this again, clown!" With Beerus just left completely unsatisfied and annoyed by the two, having been robbed of his once-in-a-lifetime chance to have the challenge he'd always craved, yelling, "Why you two? Hakai!" So our story begins after an angry Beerus has just witnessed Ultra Gogeta defuse just before he got to taste his first challenge in centuries, looking on at a paralyzed in fear Goku and Vegeta saying, "How dare you two fools steal my one and only chance at fighting a warrior on my level? If you two can't even entertain me for more than a few minutes, then what use are you? Say goodbye to this realm, mortals. Prepare to be Hakai." Huh? What? No! Beerus, you can't be serious! As Goku adds, "Wait a minute, there's gotta be something we can do." "Please, Beerus, kill the clown! It was his idea! I didn't even want to be part of this!" As Goku says, "Wait, Beerus, we can fuse again to someone even more powerful." Huh? Immediately piquing the interest of Beerus, who stands still, just holding a floating ball of menacing Hakai in the air, continuing, "Stronger than your Gogeta, you say? Whis never informed me of this. What an interesting turn of events. This better not be a lie, or the earth will vanish with you two morons too. Got it?" Leading to Goku quickly panicking and immediately saying, "Don't worry, Beerus. You can be sure I'm not lying. There's another way for me and Vegeta to fuse. The way gods fuse. Using the Potara. When we do that, we become Vegito. And he's way stronger than Gogeta. Honestly, I think he'll give you a real run for your money. I promise." All the while leaving Vegeta looking on awkwardly as he thinks, "What is this clown saying? He knows just as well as I do. Fusion Dance or Potara, our fused states have more or less the exact same power level. We probably would have even less time as Vegito than Gogeta." But Goku's lies actually penetrate and convince Beerus, as instantly the ball of Hakai in his fingertip dissipates as he says, "The Potara. Of course. Isn't that what the Supreme Kai used to fuse with Kobito? Interesting. I do believe Whis told me that Vegito fellow made Mizumasu look like child's play also. That should do. Now fuse at once. My patience is wearing thin, boys." With Beerus having seemingly been appeased, Goku then lets out a big sigh of relief. Phew, that was a close one. I knew you'd listen to reason, Beerus. Before regaining his composure once more and saying, "So, all we need now is a pair of those earrings. Like you said, Supreme Kai probably has some. Then all we need to do is each put one on. Right, Vegeta?" "In your dreams, Kakarot! It was humiliating enough to have fused with you once already today. You specifically said that would be the last time. How dare you think I would fuse with you again? You're out of your mind, and nothing you could say will ever sway my decision, you clown." Oh, really? Nothing he could say, huh? Well, what about what I can say, my dear prince? Instantly triggering Beerus to repower up his ball of Hakai to threaten Vegeta with his imminent erasure. Leading of course to Vegeta to comedically change his tune saying, I mean, on second thought, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That was good training after all. It's helping me understand my ultra ego more. Yes, that's it. Kakarot, fetch those earrings at once. I would love to fuse with you. As Goku pops up with a cheeky smile saying, no problem, Vegeta. One Vegito coming right up for you, Beerus. But not soon after, Goku then folds his arms as a conundrum eventually reaches his mind and he lets out, but there's just one catch, Beerus. The Potara earring fusion has a time limit too, and it might just be like what was with Gogeta. So, can we skip to our final attacks and just end it there? Leaving a bemused Vegeta to think, This fool is actually telling him the truth now? Beerus is looking for a real fight, not a brief skirmish. I don't know how he'll react to this, Kakarot! And just as Vegeta feared, Beerus looks far from impressed, with a scowl on his face, seemingly meaning the end of Earth, before yelling, That is no excuse! You will give me the battle I desire, whether those earrings allow it or not. Whis! Come here at once! Instantly yelling at the top of his voice for his angel attendant, who was previously nowhere to be seen. And just like that, the angel Whis appears beside Beerus, calmly inquiring, You called, my lord? What can I help you with? Need more pudding? To which Beerus seriously responds, No, Whis, the pudding can wait till later. For now I have a much more urgent matter. I wish to battle the fusion of these two Saiyans. I want to fight the Vegito that fought Zamasu. Unfortunately, from what I can tell, the current version of the Potara earrings the Supreme Kais use can only last a finite amount of time. What can you do for these two so that their fusion lasts longer? I need a day at least to pound them to dust. Upon hearing this request, Whis immediately raises his staff with a smile and says, I see, my lord. An easy enough task. One set of angel-grade Potara earrings on its way. And with a flash of his staff, two mysterious earrings are zapped into existence. Before then being shot straight towards the Saiyans, each one immediately grabbing onto their respective new earrings. Huh? These are Potara? Why are they black and not green? Damn you, Whis! Is there anything you can't do? Wow! So these will really keep us fused for at least a day, huh? No matter how strong we get? This is gonna be awesome! You're excited too, right, Vegeta? To which Vegeta remains silent and thinks, Again! I have to become one with this idiot again! This is a violation of my body and soul! What have I been reduced to? And just how long will I be stuck with him this time? 5 minutes was enough agony, but a whole day? Someone take me out of this nightmare! But with their worries out the window and realization that they have no other choice, Goku and Vegeta then stare into each other, knowing what they must do next, with Goku saying, Alright, same as before. I'll go into Ultra Instinct and you go into Ultra Ego. Let's do this, Vegeta. With the Prince just quipping back, Yes, I know! Just get on with it now, fool! And just like that, Goku enters his mastered Ultra Instinct form, while Vegeta enters his new Ultra Ego state. Goku places the Angel Level Potara on his left ear, while Vegeta places it on his right, while thinking, Damn it! Here comes the annoying part! I'll never get used to this! Whoa! Damn it! And immediately both Saiyans are flung at breakneck speed to each other, face first, before finally leaving us with Vegito. Now with a mix of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct aura with white hair surrounded by purple. The cocky Saiyan then says, "Well, it's been a while since I was let out of the bag. Good to see I have some upgrades. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ultra Vegito." So Beerus, wanna carry on with my inferior version Gogeta left off? I'll warn you now, I take more after Vegeta, so don't expect me to hold back, kitty cat. To which Beerus just looks back, seemingly unfazed, saying, "Well, I hear that just from your tone. Unlike with Vegeta though, I hope you can back up those big words. Disappoint me again, and this battle will be your last, Saiyan." Ha! Well then, I better get a start on impressing you then, shouldn't I, Beerus? Immediately launching at Beerus at full speed, eager to prove himself. Instantly slamming his fist through the gut of Beerus, who can do nothing but react in pain. You hit harder now. Looks like Goku wasn't kidding. But a smiling Ultra Vegeta responds, "Ha! Actually, my power is no different to Gogeta's. Just a trick he told you to save our hides. All I'm doing is just fighting at full power this time, from out of the gate. Whether I've got a day or not in this form, I'm ending this battle now, Beerus." Before then placing his hand right in front of Beerus' face and blasting a mysterious attack. Huh? What is... But the attack is nothing more than Ultra Vegito using his insane power to push Beerus back to gain some distance. Before then flying away and turning a U-turn to gain some much needed momentum. Before unleashing a flurry of attacks at Beerus as the God of Destruction does nothing but defend himself and let out, "You're a lot more fidgety than the last one, aren't you? All offense, but without a hint of defense. That would be your downfall, fool." Who needs defense when you can't even find an opening to attack back? Launching then at Beerus, Vegito's signature Plasma Blade that just barely misses Beerus, who dodges by the skin of his teeth. "Almost got you there, kitty!" Beerus, now sensing the patronizing tone and lack of respect from Vegito, then grimaces as he says, "You cocky brat! Somehow, you've managed to enrage me even more than those two combined. Looks like this form combined not only your powers, but the worst of your personality traits too." Fine, if it's an all-out battle you desire, I'll skip the warm-up too. Behold, the full power of a God of Destruction! As the ground begins to shake from the huge increase in power from Lord Beerus. Immediately, then as if in sync, Ultra Vegito and Beerus both then rush in at each other with rage, with Vegito yelling, "Come on then! Show me why you rule Universe 7, Beerus!" While Beerus yells back, "Gladly!" Ferociously, both powerhouse punches then clash together, almost exactly equal in strength, much to the surprise of Vegito, who comments, "Huh? So he's trying now. But it's not as strong as I thought it would be. I can win this!" Immediately though, a massive explosion follows their collision, surprising both as they are each sent flying, causing the aftermath. Guess we went a bit overboard. Huh? He managed to keep up with me. Impossible! Simultaneously, both are sent then crash landing into nearby mountains on opposite sides of the battlefield. But just as quickly, they spring back forth right towards each other. Vegito, however, looks more damaged of the two, which doesn't go unnoticed by Beerus, who thinks, he's strong, but he can't keep this up. The winner of this battle has already been decided. Silly mortal. From one area to another, a battle ensues as the two move at super speed, with each clash shaking the plane itself. However, eventually Beerus escapes the skirmish and finds himself situated in the air, and before long, powers up a massive ball of her kind, enough to destroy the entire planet many times over, as he looks down at Vegito with a smirk and remarks, "Well, Saiyan, this was fun, but it seems in the end you were no challenge to me. I'll spare the Earth, but I'm afraid you die today to the power of her kind, for your crimes of disappointing me. Ego or instinct, it all proves meaningless to the power of a god!" And with that, Beerus mercilessly launches his powered up attack straight at Ultra Vegito. He stands before it bravely, just observing and strangely silent, before placing his hands into a familiar position and saying, This is it! Go big or go home! Kame! But in a shock turn of events, just as the ball of Hakai reaches his face, Ultra Vegito instant transmissions away, and finds himself now point blank in the face of a shocked Beerus, who can only mutter, "Huh? How did you get up here like that?" But before he can ponder any more, Final Kamehameha! No! Ultra Vegito blasts his most powerful attack instantly in the face of the completely unprepared God of Destruction, and for devastating effect. We stand below, who witnessed the entire event take place but was unable to interfere, remarks silently, "I knew this wasn't a good idea. Goodbye, Beerus-sama." Moments later, the scene then shifts to the land of the Kais, where we see Kibito yell out to Shin, "My lord, your tea will be ready soon. Would you like it to be brought out to you?" To which Shin replies, "Kibito, my friend, you know I can get my..." As suddenly, the Supreme Kai feels his entire existence fade away, tied of course to the life of Beerus the Destroyer. My lord! No!
L is for lovers who love one another. A is for ass, of which I like to eat. U is for you're the only one for me.